vlog. We are in the car. We just pulled up to Sephora. I have to do some returns. I think I might have mentioned that I wanted to return my grande lash, so we back full circle with Vlogmas. We did some crafting and now we're just gonna do a little bit of shopping. So let's go. Vlog, I am so sorry I'm home. We went to the Dollar Tree and we went to Sephora. I didn't end up getting anything at Sephora. I was just back and forth between like a Fenty lip gloss or a Rare Beauty lip tint. I don't really buy expensive makeup, so when I do, I want it to be something I'm gonna love and use every day. So I still have to like shop around. I think we're gonna try and go to Ulta maybe like after Christmas. So
Ulta.
We'll see.
Ulta will tell us.
She got a big gift card this year.
I did.
She got 100. Can I tell them?
Yeah, tell them.
She got a $150 Ulta gift card for Christmas. So.
And when I was like, that's too much, they were like, okay, but anything less than that, and you were only going to be able to get one or two things. Like I wanted you to be able to get
makeup
more than
is
two
expensive.
things.
You know what I mean? And beauty products are gotten expensive. I feel like you get a hair product, it's like $30, and then it's like you buy 3 products, you're already like gonna get over $100 with tax.
I already know I need to get my shampoo and conditioner, and that alone is gonna take up almost half of that gift card.
Yeah, but they last you a long time, right? Yeah. So that's our update. Let's go inside. Okay, vlog. Hello, me and Coy are outside. I have some garden steaks that I got at the Dollar Tree. Go girl. I have some garden steaks I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm thinking the sun's kind of going down. She's setting over here, and I'm thinking that it's probably a little too late for them to really charge, but I did want to go ahead and put them outside, give them as much of a chance to solar charge, and see how they look. If we don't like them, I'll just return them, but let's go ahead and take a look at these. I liked the little side view of them right here. I thought that was so pretty. So they hang like this. They have some fairy lights in them. How pretty. I just think that's so cute and quaint. And then you pop off. I'm scared. I don't want to break it. Remove this. Lay down, Miss Coy. It's okay. Lay down. Good girl. Lay down. So you remove the little tag there and you put this back in. All set there. And then inside the box it actually comes with a little like stand to hang it on. Okay. Pop it. Oh, I like that you can kind of decide how tall you want them to be. So there is another connector, so if I want it taller, I guess let me figure that out. So if we put part in the ground, this is the little stake. I think we would want it taller. Like if this hangs here, that feels low, right? Yeah, that's too low. Another rod here. I think that's gonna be better. Okay, so this is what the solar stake is looking like right now. And what do you guys think? Like, does it look a little derpy? Should it be further away from the sidewalk? Closer? I'm gonna try and do another one over there just to have 2 examples and see how it works and see how it looks as well. And then maybe we'll do them on the other side. And then we have I don't want to show you for protection, but we have a palm tree right here, and I have these little spotlights. So I'm gonna see how these spotlights do next to the palm tree as well. Okay, I'm not sure how this is supposed to work, but for these little fairy lights, I just want to show you something. Like if I cover the solar panel, they light up. So I don't know if they like come pre-charged in the sun. I'm not really sure. Maybe I don't understand the science, but they look pretty cute. I'm gonna see how they look at night. And then these guys, they shine really bright. So if you see, I'm gonna pop it up at you and let me change the frame rate to maybe help a little. When I do this and then cover, it gets pretty freaking bright. It's really hard for me to show you, but hopefully you guys can see. I think these are gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna see if Chance notices when he comes home. Ignore the busted candy cane, she deflated, but look how cute these look. I think they look so precious. Honestly, a little vintage vibe, and at the dollar store for $1.25. I can't believe they came with the stand. Now, how long they'll stay and how sturdy they'll be, especially during like hurricane season in Florida, I'm not sure, but stay tuned. Right now, I feel like they're giving a very luxe look for a budget. I have some of the candy cane green tea from Trader Joe's here with some honey. I filled it all the way up to the top, and then I'm air frying some classic girl dinner. It's gonna get really loud. Oh no, look, it's tortilla and cheese. My tortilla flew off, so I gotta fix that. Hold on, let me do that with 2 hands. Okay, so that's cooking there. I thought I filled my water. I still need to fill my water. I'm gonna do some editing. Don't you care enough about me now? Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Try to. Hello Vlogmas, we are on day 11 or 12. I'm not really sure. At this point in Vlogmas, it is just putting clips wherever I can to make a seamless vlog. So we are at the tail end of Vlogmas. Chance and I are all dressed up. We're matching in our blues. You look so nice, baby.
Thank you.
And we are headed to Costco with his parents. It is a Monday, and it is so rare for all 4 of us to have Mondays off. Chance and I always have Mondays off, but his parents normally work Monday through Friday. So this is rare, but it's because it's right around Christmas. So we're gonna go ahead, meet up with them, and then we're gonna also maybe have some lunch at Costco, show show you what's there, see if there's any good deals, and just do some vlogging. Later today, Chance and I have some house projects to work on, so we're also going to be hanging some curtains today. Like that's like we want to get this done today no matter what. Sorry about that road noise. Hopefully, I can't do anything about that car. I just know my audio abilities. I will not be able to get that car out of the background, so sorry about that. Okay, we'll see you when we get to Costco. Look at you go, babe. The Costco professional. Okay, so we got some pizza. We got a couple slices of pizza. Chance is gonna try the chicken bake, but look how good this caramel brownie sundae looks. We haven't tried it, but Chance might at the end. Would you care to show the vlog your methods for protecting the water bottle?
Very simple design. We just went with the little seat belt here, but you have to like wrap it around the handle so that it has some stability. Right.
I've been watching you the whole time screw around with that cup. I've been trying to, this is for you and him. So at least he can get started.
Thank you. Here, baby.
It's not mine.
No, the thing under it is. But I need you to grab both. I just got a cheese pizza, and this is Chance's chicken bake. Did you get a chicken bake too? Oh, you got a hot dog? Yep, that's good. Chance and I saw this cabinet here. I'll show you what it looks like from the front, but it is $600. And for something that I know dang well, that this is not gonna be like solid wood. This is just like particle board. You know it's particle board. What's it say? Does it say otherwise? Yeah, I think it's particle board. It's called rubber wood, but like it's beautiful, but I just know that this is particle board. You can kind of tell when you see furniture. Gorgeous, just not in the budget, sorry. First sample of the day. It's just part of a roll. Getting some bone broth for the 6th season, staying healthy. That looks so good. We don't need any ramen right now, but that looks good. Definitely want to try it later. You can always tell because look at those noodles. Those are some good ramen noodles. This is all we got, little bit stuff, but they got a lot of stuff. Look at all that. Okay, so Chance and I were making sun catchers, and we see this hook that's already in the concrete. We're thinking we might hang some sun catchers there, or maybe our wind chimes. We're not sure yet. But guys, this is like the best time of day out on our patio. The sun comes in. The dog actually really loves actually hanging out there, so let me see if she wants to go out there. Yeah, see, you don't even have to say anything. She just loves to sit on the couch right there. Look at that, my sweet girl. Look at her. Okay, well, don't clean the pillows. Yeah, look, we need new cushions, so project for the future.
It's a sound nightmare.
Look at that. And these are our wind chimes. We got these for our 5th wedding anniversary from his parents. Can I show them the thingy? Yes, you can do it. You can do it. Si se puede. Oh, mira. It says 5 years down, forever to go, and it has our wedding anniversary on there, and that's so cute. You can do it. The highest releve you can. The highest releve. The highest releve. It's okay. Do you want me to get you a step stool? All right, I always say that this step stool, it comes in clutch. Yay! And the Cintrons have wind chimes. They're so cool. I really like the black and the wood. How peaceful. He's wanted wind chimes for years. Miss Corey out there going, what the heck, you left me? You left me. Oh my god, she's so upset. All right, we're back. Obviously, we're home. We put away all our stuff we did, other than like 2 things, but they don't have to be refrigerated. Changed into comfy clothes, repping some Alidad. Already did some house projects. Do we want to take off those blinds? Yeah. We're gonna start by taking off the blinds on this window over here. If you can see that, where Chance is. We're gonna take those blinds off, and then we're gonna put on our curtains. Let me show you our curtains. They're so pretty. So on the blue wall here, we're gonna be doing this cream color, but we're doing navy for this wall. I feel like it looks really bright here. But also the nice thing about the navy is that it has dimension to it. So sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. However, overall, if I'm being honest, this is a little lighter than I thought this color was going to be, despite it looking much darker online. Like I'll put the listing thingy here so you can see how different, and I will say like the low lights look that dark, but the highlights where the sun hits doesn't look like that. The other nice thing about it being velvet is wrinkles don't really look too bad. Like you can see the crease where it was folded, but I think steaming is gonna really shake that out for us. I also bought these very long, so these are 108 inches, but I bought these ones specifically because one, they're not blackout, and I hate blackout curtains. I don't really like it to get super dark. We live in Florida, we have this gorgeous sunlight pretty much all year round, so I want to enjoy that. But if you guys can tell in here, I'm gonna flip it around, we have a rod pocket here, but then it's got this extra fabric at the top so that when you close the curtains or open the curtains, all of this cinches up and it creates this beautiful cinching up at the top of the rod that I really like, and it kind of gives that like vintage vibe. So I like that, and the rod pocket is huge. Look at that. So I like these a lot. This is what the back looks like, and then in the front, just gorgeous. I'm really excited about these. The first thing I'm gonna do is, so we started assembling this rod. It has instructions on doing different styles or different lengths, not styles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and slide this pole through the curtain panel so we can kind of get an idea of how high we want to hang them. That way we can see where we want them to kind of land once they're like fully up. So let me take one end through the rod pockets. Here we go. And then I can show you the little scrunching I was talking about too. Up at the top, you see how it scrunches up the extra fabric? I think that looks so cute and so vintage. So that's why we went with these instead of the rod pocket just being cut off right there at the top. So then normally curtains look like this over here, which I get is like a nice clean look, but I really like the style of the scrunching here. No, it's okay. Chances I'm taking down a banner right now. It's taking down a banner right now. I take this and I'm gonna mark approximately the height at which we wanna hang these curtains based on what you think. Here, I'm gonna step. Did I buy too long of curtains?
No, it's perfect. I think you need to go higher.
Higher? I don't want them to like raise the floor right there.
Yeah, but then it doesn't give it height.
108-inch curtains.
I think this is perfect right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Or I have it here, but then I feel like there's not enough space.
See, look, if you right where you're at, you're like just touching the top of the baseboard.
And here's my question is that, do we want that? Then I feel like there's not a lot of space between the ceiling and the top of the curtain.
Kind of a little bit.
So if I come down to here.
That's perfect.
That's perfect?
Yeah.
Kit came with anchors, so I'm grabbing those. I'm gonna grab the other screw because eventually he'll need it. A bracket. All right, sir. Here's your hammer, your anchor, and your screw, but I can hold on to whatever you don't want. I'll take this. So he used the screw to pre-drill the hole, and now he's just tapping in the anchor. Bracket, and here is a screw.
Big hole, slide down, it's a little hole. Do big hole, down.
Okay, let me just explain to you basically real quick how we're getting these measurements. So we measured our window, and our window is roughly about 3 feet. And we measured our curtain rod, which is roughly 5 feet. We want about a foot on either side, but we wanted space between the bracket, which is here on the wall, and then the finial, which I hope I'm saying that right, is on the end of the curtain rod. So we put our bracket 10 inches in from the window, but then we did 6 3/4 inches down from the ceiling. And that's how we found this placement. So then the finial will hopefully stick out about 2 inches out, and then the curtains will hang within there, but then also it'll hang mostly on the outside of the window so it doesn't make the windows look smaller. Hope that makes sense. Hello vlog. Okay, it has been a hot minute. It is literally dark outside now, but it's because we ran into some issues. We were hitting metal and we were like, why are we hitting metal? These are exterior walls, so like on our first floor they have cinder blocks, but we were just confused about the metal part. So we googled it and they were like, it's either the frame, but we weren't really anywhere near the window. It could have been a steel beam, but most importantly they were saying that it was probably a protective plate or strike guard to protect wires and or piping so that we don't drill through it. So what we had to do is go to Lowe's and basically buy shorter screws to hope that we could drill into where we needed to measure brackets at, because we really didn't want to move them because either the curtain rod wasn't going to be long enough or the curtains weren't going to sit where we wanted them to sit. Hopefully that makes sense. So we bought slightly smaller screws. So we were using 1.5 inches, and then we went down to 3/4 inch, which I think is like just barely long enough to work. And so we bought some of those to go ahead and hang the brackets. We have 2 brackets up for one of the small windows the one in the dining room. So let's take this curtain rod, make sure it's nice and secured together. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right, and let's put the navy on here. Okay, we have one panel over here. Pretty, and on the gold, this blue on the gold. Oh, so good. One panel, slide it, they're both on into the middle. Let me get another panel. They're such good quality, honestly, y'all. These are so, so good. And I love the velvet. I think the velvet just makes it look both like luxurious and rich and expensive, because honestly, guys, these curtains kind of were expensive. We wanted something high quality that's gonna last us, but I also love the velvet because it gives it like charm and vintage vibes. Like this is like the 20s and 30s, you know? I just love it. And it's gonna give some texture to the house. Ah, it's so pretty. Let's get these hung. Okay, so we bought curtain rods that had these finials. These are the finials on the new ones, but this middle one was one that we already owned from the previous apartment. So we just bought the most simple one we could. It's not an exact match as far as like the color of gold or even the style at the end, but it was the most similar I could find that wasn't like really poor quality. This is what we have going here. And And I like that these just screw in. So like really at the end of the day, if these really drive us crazy, we could buy different finials entirely. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that word right. And then just replace them on all of the curtains. Hi friends, I'm back. Okay, so Chance and I obviously made a grave error. We had a few problems with the curtains. So for the window you just saw, the problem was that it wasn't long enough, aka Chance and I figured out that we were missing an extra connector piece for that rod so that it could get up to the length that we needed. So we had to reorder that curtain rod set so that way we can like get the connector piece. But basically for the smaller window, since we took the connector piece from that window to this window, we have to wait for the new set of curtains to come to be able to put this set of curtains up. I hope that makes sense. And then we have this big sliding glass window slash door, and that one has a middle bracket because it's so big, but the middle bracket, like dead center of the window, is protective plates. So aka we can't screw into the metal protective plates because we don't want to risk wires or pipes getting damaged. But we also don't want to move the bracket off center because then when you go to close the curtains will close asymmetrically. You know what I'm saying? So my big brain energy. At first we were like, okay, let's try shorter screws so maybe we don't run into the plate. That didn't work because the anchors were still too big. We couldn't really find smaller anchors, and then we did find one small anchor but not two because there's 2 screws needed, and that wasn't enough to hold the weight of the curtain rod and the curtain when we closed them, so it ripped out of the wall. So we've had to mud this wall twice now. Now I had some big brain energy and I said, why don't we take the bracket for the curtain rod, let me get visual aid. Why don't we take this middle bracket for the curtain rod, right? And we take a command strip, like one of those heavy duty command strips, and stick it to this bracket and then stick the bracket onto the wall. So that is our next tactic to try and get this curtain up. We have one of the 3 curtains up. Hopefully we'll get at least 2 of them up because those curtain rods are supposed to get delivered today. And it says like somewhere between like 2:45 and 3:45. It's the holidays, so it could be even later, but fingers crossed it just shows up today because then we can get that second curtain up. And then this third curtain, I have to see if I have a command hook or a command strip for it, because if not, I have to go to the store and get one. But that is the update on the curtains. If I don't have the curtains done for this video, that's fine, but I did want to at least show you what this one curtain is looking like. Okay, so over here, these are the curtains and what they look like there, and I actually think they look really cool. I'm a little bit like, oh, did we do too much navy? But also at the same time, navy has been the favorite color that we have painted and put into the house. Every time we add navy somewhere, we absolutely love it. So you know what? That's okay. Navy will just be our bigger accent color because we're gonna have navy here and hopefully navy here as well. And then over on this window, we are gonna do the cream curtains, and we've already held it up to see what it looks like, and it looks so good. So I can't wait for you guys to see what that looks like. And then I just want to give you a closer up of what this looks like. I really like the navy with the gold, and I actually like the tone of gold for this curtain rod even better. You can kind of see it in the bracket there. It's a brighter gold. It actually looks better and more real here. This looks a little more like painted finish, you know? Like that has like the tone of gold spray paint, and this one has the tone of like actual like 14 karat gold. And then here are the curtains. I'm gonna let them relax a little, and if these don't release, then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the steamer, but that'll have to be after Christmas. I can't do it before Christmas. There's no more time. And I think they hang perfectly just above the floor. And I think I lied to you earlier in the video. These are not 108 inches. I checked my order. These are 96 inches. So I think that was my error. So 96 inches in case you're wondering how long these are. Okay, advent calendar time. It is Christmas Eve, the day that I am coloring this and filming this, and I am, fingers crossed, hopefully getting this vlog out tonight. So I figured, since it is within the season and it's Christmas Eve, that I would do Santa here riding his reindeer and getting ready to deliver presents, but he's got a spare reindeer in the back, you know, just in case. So I'm gonna go ahead and color this, and let's get her done.
When the snow starts falling, I pick all the presents up for you, decorate the fireplace for 2. I keep waiting all night, wish upon a starlight. I sleep under the mistletoe.
Okay, Vlogmas day 11. Here is the final product of my coloring sheet. I think this is so cute and definitely one of the most colored ones that I've done. But I definitely wanted to do something fun with the sky since I knew I'd be leaving a lot of these snowy mountains white. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you tomorrow for the very last day of Vlogmas. Bye, guys.